What were you think? Why did you think that this is a good idea?
Because what is better than a 1985 Honda Accord limousine? A 1985 Honda Accord limousine with 200 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque, and an 800-mile range.
Welcome to the shop. My name is Tavarish.
I'm Jared.
And this is Wrench Every Day. Now, we are not in my shop anymore. Well, not today. We are actually at Wrench Every Day Site B.
Site B.
Like Jurassic Park. This is Jared's stomping grounds. We are near Atlanta, and it's a little chilly. This is hoodie weather right now. But today we're gonna go over some of the projects that Jared has because they're quite interesting, and I think you'll find them quite interesting. And this is the first time I'm seeing them, so hopefully they're not too much. I mean, you're not an ambitious guy, right? What is this?
So that's a 1971 International Harvester Johnnie Rebb edition.
Johnnie Rebb?
Johnnie Rebb.
Like R-E-B?
R-E-B-B-I-E, as in rebel.
R-E-B-B-I-E? Wouldn't that be Rebby?
Based on the Johnnie Rebel caricature. It's a 1010 is the model of the truck. 463. Navistar, who owns International, doesn't acknowledge it was ever built.
Why? Why do they not acknowledge that it was built?
Because there's used to be a Confederate soldier holding a saber with a giant Johnnie Rebb down the side.
So let's just say this truck is a little bit politically incorrect, but yeah. It's actually, I mean, it's here in the countryside. Yeah. It's at home.
Yeah. Well, you could only buy it in Georgia, Alabama, and the Carolinas.
All right. So tell us a little bit about this this truck as far as like power and engine, and this has a 2JZ in it, right?
Actually no, it actually has an International SV.
What?
The largest that you could get without going into the heavy duty trucks. A 727 automatic that my friend Randy with GRC initially started to work on this truck, and he absolutely hates it because this truck hates him. It had a weird explosion in the crankcase that's good. Blew his hat off and knocked him on his rear.
Okay.
He's never had good luck. It tried to crush his hands, so he was happy when I bought it.
So the truck tried to crush his hands. He was okay. All right.
He was pulling the engine, and a brand new grade 8 3/4 bolt with like an insane strength broke, which shouldn't happen.
So has this truck tried to kill you yet?
No, it's actually been phenomenal with me. It seems to really like me. Took it successfully to a show for SEBA, Southeast Binder Association, which is what the collector groups call these binders. Okay. And it won the Oh My God, It Made It award. You push down, lift up.
Oh, hey, that's an engine.
So it's an International 392.
Mm-hmm.
They rev to maybe, if you hit 4,000 without valve float, you've done really good.
So it's basically like a diesel.
They're tractor engines. They're meant to go 3,000 hours at 3,000 RPM. Basically like running a water pump, full speed, forever.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd find this engine in small school buses, small tractors, and everything. So it's a real cool engine. I did GM throttle body fuel injection because I hate carburetors. It's just I'm not good with them. So
well, it's only a screw. Like you just adjust it and boom, you get more power.
So it's a lot of fun to drive. It's got a torsion bar front end. They used, if I'm remembering right, the FA9 is the suspension code. It's a torsion bar used for 3 years. You cannot get parts for it anymore. So I have some plans to do a power steering rack and some real cool suspension work. Have AC for it. Some other cool rare new parts. But
so what do you think if we, because this is already sort of low, so what do you think if we just kind of lower it, give it some nice coilovers, and then turn this into the Wrench Every Day muscle truck?
I don't know that you can fit coilovers, but we can get it a little lower and tighten up the suspension.
You don't know if we can fit coilovers? We can fit coilovers. Look at that thing. Yeah.
Well, coilovers don't work on leaf spring trucks.
Coilovers work anywhere you want them to work, Jared. Okay. With that attitude, of course coilovers won't work.
We'll just we'll get a Focus ST chassis and mount the body on it.
Let's do it. Oh, okay.
And this is my 1985 Honda Accord stretch limousine.
All right.
One of 15.
One of 15. So this is actually pretty rare.
From my research, when we first got it, I could only find 3 that still existed. One was in amazing showroom condition. The other was all right. And then there's this one, which is this one.
This is definitely amazing showroom condition.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I wouldn't worry about that either.
What about all the self-tappers and the tarp? This is literally just folded over tarp.
Yeah. Listen. So this was purchased. Freddie and I do the Dust Ball Rally, and during one of the rallies, I was prodding and joking with Andy Medley, the organizer. You should do a $1,000 rally because a lot of the guys aren't good with a wrench. So partially inspired by a bunch of us saying, "Hey, do a budget rally," and a couple years back, one of the rally drivers, Will, had a car blow up. Everyone pulled money together and bought him a $1,500 Buick Roadmaster wagon, and that's what he finished the rally in. So kind of in that spirit, they said, all right, we're going to do it. We didn't let anyone know what we were bringing. And when I say we, it was me and my friend Henry, and then Gabe, we called him Roberto also joined in. Freddie had no part of this. He knew better.
I don't know if I still want any part of this after seeing this, but...
So, the rally was from El Paso to Las Vegas with a one-night stay.
To 1,000 miles, right?
Yeah, right about 1,000 miles. We had $1,000 to buy, fix, and prep the car. And we decided something ridiculous is what we wanted, and we found this.
Well, why don't you buy anything ridiculous? I mean, this is is clearly just a regular car.
So in all the preparations for the rally, we had a couple things we needed. One, we needed room in the budget to replace the whip antenna for the TV.
Obviously. Is there TVs in this car?
There is a TV that didn't work, unfortunately. We tried, but the actual tube inside, I repaired all the circuitry, but the tube was blown, so we ran out of money. We couldn't afford the automatic fan switch. There's a coolant switch that will turn the cooling fans on, and it was out of budget, so I just put a $1 switch in. And the first night stay was a 5-star in El Paso, valet only.
Right. So you brought this to a 5-star hotel.
Yes, and they had to valet it, and I gave careful instruction to turn that fan switch on.
And also, I mean, the fuzzy dice just makes it... This just...
Yeah. That's part of the decoration that friends leave you. Okay. But unfortunately, the valet brought it down without turning the fan switch on, and I think that kind of hurt the engine a little bit because it started acting a little funny. And at the end of day one, and including climbing the mountains, I think we reached 7,000 feet above sea level.
Which is generally good for a 85 Honda Accord engine.
Yeah. With a whole lot of extra weight. We cracked the cylinder head. Like, everyone arrived at the hotel at 4 in the afternoon. We rolled in at 11:59. Like, it got to the point the organizers were very scared for us because we couldn't have cell phones, no GPS. It was paper maps only and two-way radios, and it was us and one other rally driver.
So it's just a general great idea. So let's just go over what's in this thing, or rather what's not. First of all, this top. Right off the bat, that top is it's a little on the wavy side, I'd say.
Well, and again, this was a top donated by one of my neighbors at the old shop that came from their 2-ton military truck.
Okay, so I see you just put some metal strapping here and the self-tappers.
I couldn't afford the fancy. We were trying to be true to our budget, so...
Well, you couldn't afford fancy, but you put lights on the outside.
Well, no, these were original.
Right, I understand, but I'm saying you still left the originality here.
Why would I get rid of that?
So this is a concourse example now, right?
Absolutely, including hand-formed. This was donated by the air compressor company across the way.
Okay.
This is just normal copper pipe, like round tube, that I hammered flat and pinched and worked to stretch and make the bend. I guess for a little steampunk vibe, maybe.
Okay, and I like how you just went over that. Well, this is so a helicopter could come and bring the car up. Okay, that's good. Let's see what... Okay, well, you know.
How well can you see? You need a flashlight?
No, I can see pretty good, but it's...
So she is in as raced condition.
What, like this with all the stuff in it?
Well...
Oh, let me sit inside. Let me sit inside this. I've never actually been inside a limo.
Wow.
And
Here,
wow, that is a really good smell.
yeah, you like it? I mean,
Like is not the word I'd use.
that above your head, that bulges down.
Okay.
No, right? That specific spot.
Right here.
No, to your left. A little more.
Oh, okay. Like this.
That is expanding foam because there was a big hole in the roof.
It's hard. It's hard as a rock.
And
Okay.
I filled it with some foam. There's some more of it. Because that's how you're supposed to fix rust.
Okay, so does this come down? No, I'm not going to touch that.
No. It tries to work, but if you notice, the canvas top is over it. To try to minimize water leaks.
I thought it was just a moonroof, but okay.
And then, there, if you listen.
Oh, there's a phone in here.
Yeah, it beeps up front to the driver. Yes, I would like coffee, please.
I would like a cylinder head, please.
Yes. So, during the race, we were trying to keep it cool. So the hood came off, the grill came off, the AC condensers in the trunk, we were just shedding everything we could.
Right.
Because it got to the point that every 25 to 30 minutes, all the coolant had pushed into the overflow tank.
Okay.
So we had to stop, take the lid off, the radiator cap off, pour all the coolant back in and go for another 25 to 30 minutes.
Well, it's just recycling itself, yeah.
Exactly.
That's fine.
Unfortunately, we went through a copper mine that had the most insane grades I've seen. Like, it was a steep climb where some of the new nice cars were overheating.
Yeah,
And
but so this car did it fine, right?
That was every 5 minutes we were stopping. But some of the features, which one of these is the light? Oops, that's the sunroof. I don't want to do that one. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Wow. Okay. Well, that's a partition.
Oh, here's the rear AC.
Oh, turn it off. Turn that off.
I don't know which one turns it off.
Wow. Oh, hold on. Look at the switch panel. That switch panel is looks like a tape deck from 1974.
There it is.
Ooh.
So we have our
Dude, this is so
whiskey
fancy.
bar and ice chest, cassette deck, and
No way.
so of every surviving vehicle, this is the only one that had the TV option and the wet bar. The other ones, you have a little bit more room here.
So they would watch it. This is like a 6-inch TV.
Yeah.
It
But
is-
it was cutting edge 1985.
It's cutting edge right now. I mean, you know, this is
And then you have
Pit My Ride before Pit My Ride.
two little storage coveys.
Right.
Unfortunately, as you can tell, these have long since dried up. This is my limo.
Okay, so let's get out of here because there's most likely some mold.
Would you like a ride?
Yeah, let's.
Well, you can stay back here. Let me close the hood and let's go for a quick ride. And then
Can we do that?
Yeah. And then we can talk about the plans.
Okay, let's do that.
So,
Okay.
your first limo ride.
All right, I'm just gonna stay back here. Gonna close the door. Put my feet up. Yeah, it's very claustrophobic in here, and it's actually extremely dark.
Now, I don't have the most room up here, unfortunately.
I can barely hear you back here. It is very, there's a lot of velour around. So you're gonna have to speak up, driver.
There you go. I don't have a lot of room in the front, so that's one thing we want to try to fix.
Well, I mean, that's a Honda Accord thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, she doesn't,
She's a little cold. It's carbureted. She'll smooth out. Don't worry.
with a cracked cylinder head?
It's a small crack.
Okay.
We'll get there.
That's Jared doing his thing on a cold engine with a cracked cylinder block.
All right, are you ready?
Is that generally how you treat engines with a cracked cylinder block on a cold start?
YOLO.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we don't have to repair this one, so.
Are you sure? Because it seems like everything needs repair here. Oh! Whoa! Holy crap! Oh!
All right.
Oh, she's pretty sprightly. All right, the second gear.
too rough back there for you.
Driver, can we take the scenic road?
The lack of power steering does affect the handling.
Oh, no power steering, that's good.
Yeah, we bought a new steering rack and it blew up on day one. And now we can turn around and go back.
Now we can turn around, so we just have to turn around a 30-foot limo.
Imagine looking out your window
and seeing this, yes.
All right. Power steering.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Full throttle.
Woo! All right. Oh boy.
All right. We're going to show you why we want to turn this into the best rally vehicle ever.
Oh.
Because
Oh, she understeers a bit.
just a little.
Things are kind of falling off back here.
I might need you to help push it up the hill.
That's okay. I mean, you know, it's not like it's heavy. Certainly drive it like a Honda. Honestly, it's not too bad back here. It really isn't. It's kind of smooth. It's not exactly limo-like, but I don't know what a limo feels like when it's being driven. Let's just park it outside so we can take a look at it. Okay, well, I'm not sure I'd give you 5 stars for that Uber ride, but
Now you can understand. So as the day started and we go just barely into it and we're broke down on the side of the road, we kind of started to hate the car. But then as we soldiered on and it just kept showing more and more character, we fell in love with it. It now has a name, Honda ROUSEY.
Honda ROUSEY? Let's turn the car off because it's not doing it any favors.
There's your odometer.
It's only 14,000 miles in this thing?
14,325. We put 673 on it.
Wow. Wow.
This might be the lowest mile 1985 Honda Accord out there. She is a collector.
Yeah, I don't think so. So this is going to be a project on the channel, and I don't know what to think of it because it's ugly. It's not a good looking car.
I think it's beautiful, but I had the experience. You didn't. So the plans for Honda ROUSEY: 1, we don't want to be the last into the hotel ever again.
Okay, so you need power.
We need power. Number 1, we need reliability.
Okay, so power and reliability.
Long range fuel tank.
Right.
So we're going to put a larger fuel tank. No, supercar.
What? No way.
Still remnants of her blowing her guts out, but
That's okay.
so
There's lots of room here for activities.
we are going to transplant a Volkswagen 1.9 ALH diesel. It's from the 99.5 to 2003 Jettas, new Beetles. Without a lot of work, they can tune up to a very substantial torque number. And that's really what we need for this vehicle for hill climbs, torque, to move her girth.
Yes.
She's getting a 5-speed conversion
Okay, so manual.
because the automatic that comes with that diesel is not a good engine.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, a good transmission. They will not handle what we want to do.
Right.
We're going to refit AC because that's comfort is required.
Yeah, we need comfort. And well, you definitely need to do a lot of body work because it's not going to look like this. It's going to look all nice-ish, right?
We want to go beyond ish. We want to actually bring the body to as new as possible. Unfortunately,
I'm not sure it was that nice when it was new.
There is a lot of rust in the car. It sat in California, and since it had the canvas top, it just trapped water. Some of the worst rust. There are giant holes under here. You can feel it. So
Okay, that's crunchy. Ooh, that's
the entire rear section is gone. And
and that smell. Dude,
yeah, our maps got wet. We had to do paper maps for the entire route, and unfortunately, yeah, they're done.
Okay.
So, lots of body work. This is complicated metal you can't just easily form. So we have actually sourced a donor Honda
Okay.
that eventually we'll have to go get. That is currently North Carolina, Virginia line. You wouldn't think they'd be hard to find, but when
You don't see a lot of them on the road.
when I just needed a hood for this because our shipping company lost the hood, I started in a circle radius, and I ended up all the way in Northern Virginia to finally find a hood
Right.
for this thing. So yeah, there's not a lot around. We're going to cut one up to fix this. Working on sourcing a Jetta for the whole powertrain. And then the electronics package. We're going to redo the interior. We're actually going to move that divider back so you'll no longer fit 5 in the rear. We want 2 very comfortable seats with 1 small jump seat for a drink girl.
Okay.
So because
I think I'm probably going to be the drink girl.
we're going to have video games, Xbox, TVs, 4G LTE, because we're no longer going to have this as a dust ball daredevil car with $1,000 budget.
This is going to be a little bit of a higher budget car, but it's still going to be a crappy car underneath.
Well, I mean,
It's still going to be pretty crap. Like it's a 85 Honda Accord limo. It's not going to be
Right.
it's not going to be great. And when do you want to have this done?
The rally's at the end of April, so a lot to do.
That is not possible. Not possible.
The beauty of Site B is when I'm not down filming in Florida with you for both Tavarish and Wrench every day, I'll be able to be here working. So there'll be some videos that you'll see on Honda Rousey without Tavarish, and it'll be sad.
It won't be sad for me because I have my tetanus shots, but I don't feel like testing them right now. So wow. What were you think? Why did you think that this is a good idea?
Because what is better than a 1985 Honda Accord limousine? A 1985 Honda Accord limousine with 200 horsepower, 400 foot-pounds of torque, and an 800-mile range.
Okay. That is pretty sweet. I'm excited to see what's going to happen with this, but this is big. I don't know if you're going to get this done. I don't know if I will help however I can, but I mean just look at it. Okay, so that's going to be it. We'll see more episodes on this. We'll probably get some parts cars, and we'll probably get some more
tetanus shots.
So I guess until next time, what do we say?
Keep your pets spayed and neutered.
Keep your pets spayed and neutered, people. Bye-bye.